This is Counting Cards, an application that teaches you how to count cards in Blackjack, the playing card game, and it does so with the most common counting strategy, the high-low technique. Alright, so here we begin. You and the cards. This site serves to introduce you to the basics of card counting, as well as provide some basic practice to help solidify the skill. Alright, here are 3 lessons. Select a lesson. Right, card types, card mechanics, card recognitions. Length, 2 minutes for the lesson, 2 minutes for a quiz. 1 minute for a lesson, 2 minutes for a quiz, 2 minutes for a lesson, 1 minute for the length of the quiz. Okay, I'm just gonna go on the first one. Okay, you and the card types. This lesson serves to introduce you to the basics of card types and counting cards to help create a foundation to the skill. Okay, lower numeral cards, higher numeral cards, face cards, ace cards. Select the type. Okay. The following are cards in a deck of playing cards that make up the lower numeral cards. Okay, you and the lower numeral cards. Numbers 2 to 6. Okay, so I see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay, so now higher numeral cards. Okay. The following are cards in a deck of playing cards that make up the higher numeral cards. 7 to 9. 7, 8, 9. Higher numeral cards. Okay, so interesting. I don't see a 10. Okay, I'll go to face cards. The following cards in a deck of cards are face cards, Jack, Queen, and King, and are treated the same as a 10. Oh, okay. So 10 is similar to these. Count it. And the ace. The following depicted is card type in a deck of cards is called an ace and treated the same as a 10 in counting. Interesting. Okay. The overview? Viewing card types overview. Scanning types and counting cards in Blackjack primes your brain to group cards and quickly note if they have an effect. Okay. 2 to 6. Okay, these were like the lower numeral cards. And they have an effect. Okay, these were the middle cards, the upper numerals. Now apparently they have no effect. And then ace has an effect. Okay. You and the card type quiz. Which of the following is true of the cards shown on screen? Select an answer. Okay. I see an 8. No. The 8 is not a lower numeral, because it finished at the 6. So it's an upper numeral, so it doesn't have an effect. Okay. Which of the following is not true about the card shown? Well, we know it's a lower numeral, and lower numerals have effect, so it's not true that it has no effect. Okay, which of the following is similar to the card shown below? Okay, 6. Okay, the 6 is close to 5 and 7, but, okay, we know it's not similar to a king, if this is a face card. It's not most similar to a king because it's closer to a number. It has to be the 5 because the lower numerals end at 6. Cool. Alright, I'll learn my second lesson, card mechanics. This lesson serves to introduce you to the basics, card mechanics and counting cards to help extend your current skill. The following options serves to introduce you to a basic card counting mechanic that makes up the high-low strategy. Okay, I see a negative, 0, plus, negative count, neutral count, positive count. 5 cards, 13 cards, 5 cards. Okay, let's see this. Negative count indicates the following cards are more likely to start being drawn as the deck has more of them. I see a 2, a 3, 4, 5, and 6 are similar to the lower numerals. Neutral count. Neutral count indicates the deck is balanced and that any of the following cards are equally as likely to be drawn. Okay, it seems like this is just the whole deck. Okay. Let's see this one. Positive count indicates the following cards are more likely to start being drawn as the deck has more of them. Okay, these were the face cards. Theirs work like a 10, and then ace works like the face cards and the 10 as well. Okay, overview. Okay, so mechanics give insight on potential draws to inform when to hit or stand in a game of blackjack for advantages. Negative count if you need these. Okay, if I want any of the lower numeral cards, then I would want a negative count. Positive count if you need any of these. Okay, if I want the higher ranked cards, you need a positive count. If you have your cards add up to 8 in your head. What was this? Example. Okay, this is an example. If you have your cards add up to 8 in your hand in blackjack and you want to aim to get close to 21, you will want to wait for a positive count to have better odds on drawing any one of the following to achieve your goal of being close to 21. Got it. The following is your hand in the game of blackjack, and the count is positive. Should I hit or stand? Okay, so I got a total of 9. If I want to get close to 21, I want a high ranking card. if it's a positive count, I'm likely to get a high ranking card. So I'm gonna hit right. Okay, that leaves us just with card recognition. This lesson serves to introduce you to the basic card recognition groups and counting cards to cap off your beginner skill. Start with a mental count of 0 before cards are drawn, and after cards in these groups are drawn, each card can change it. Okay, so we were working with a similar number of cards for each group again. We're working with a similar group 2 to 6. Okay, the following are cards in a deck of cards where if one of these cards are drawn, add 1 to your mental count. Oh, okay, so if I see a 2 to a 6, I add 1 to my mental count. The following are cards in a deck of cards. If one of these cards gets drawn, your mental count remains the same. Okay, so I can just associate nothing. I don't have to really change my count then. If I see a 7 to a 9. Okay, the following are the cards in a deck of cards. If one of these gets drawn, add -1 to your mental count. Okay, so basically the 10, the faces, and the ace. I just have to subtract 1 in my head. Overview. Alright, so recognition keeps track of probabilistic outcomes during the blackjack game as it progresses with draws using visual clues. Okay, so I have different odds if I draw 2 to the 6. I have the same odds if I get any of the middle cards, and then my odds are different if I get any of the higher cards. Okay, example. If you have these 3 card draws in a game of blackjack and started from a mental count of 0, the count will be +2, which means the higher ranked cards are more likely to be drawn next within the subsequent card draws in the game. Okay, so an 8 we can ignore, that's a middle card. A 3 is a +1, it's a +1. And then a 6 is also a lower numeral, so that's a +1. Okay, this is 2. Start with a mental count of 0 in a new blackjack game, and these cards are then drawn. Is the count positive or negative? Okay, this was a low card, so this is +1. And an 8 was a neutral card in the middle, so it should be positive then, +1. Correct. Okay. Okay. Test. Play the video and see a series of card draws, and when the video ends, submit your answer. Okay. I'm gonna try to do this first try. Okay. 1. Okay. 0. 1. 0. 1. 2. 0. -1. And then. Wait, -1, negative. That was -2, I think? Wait. Let me see if I get it first try. Oh man. I don't want to go, but I'll just move on. I'm gonna pay more attention. Okay. Okay, that's 1. Okay, 0. Middle card still 0. 1. 2. 1. 0. 1. This has to be 1, right? Oh, so close. Alright, I'm gonna really start paying attention now. Okay, 3. So that means +1. Okay, that's -1, so 0. 0. Okay. +1. This is back to 1. This is 2, we're on 2. It's still 2 because that's the middle card. That's negative. So, okay, now we're on 1 because that's subtract 1. Now we're on 2 again. We're on 3. We're on 2. We're on 3. This had to be 3, right? Oh, okay. I just have to really pay attention. Okay, that was -1. Okay, still -1. -2. -3. Let's see. That's -2. -3 again. -4. -4. -5. -6. Okay, -6 and +1. -5 has to be -5. Oh, congratulations. Okay, I got that correct. Okay, 0. Okay, that's +1. Okay, 0. +1. 0 again. -1. 0. -1 again. -2. That's negative. So this one has to be -2. Oh, I must have miscounted. Okay. 2 out of 5. Okay. Maybe I should have been paying more attention than the last one. Okay. I think I learned to count cards. So that was counting cards, the application that helps teach the skill of counting cards.